Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to Who is Shiva by Sadhguru. As I learn more into Eastern philosophy, Eastern way of life, I've heard that I've always thought Shiva was something else different. Again, let me go to what I know about Shiva. So far, well, not so far, in the past, should I say, that Shiva was something I knew about Final Fantasy. It's the female that does frost. But I don't know if that's the same Shiva, or if that's a different Shiva, or that's just something created in the Final Fantasy universe. I don't know if it's related to Shiva, I don't think so. But as I watched this videos and people made comments, Shiva apparently, Brahman, Shiva, a few other people are basically in a sense all the same, just different names for it. So I guess let's find out who is Shiva. I'm still not too sure. I've only heard from comments, and a lot of people point that maybe Shiva, as of recently, that Shiva and Brahman are essentially the same. Just I guess maybe the way of life that Sadhguru particularly follows, maybe just naming Brahman a little bit differently. So let's go ahead and get started.
Is Lord Shiva is territorial or the universal? That still question lies on me.
The word Shiva, Shiva means that which is not. That which is physical creation. That which is not that which is not physical. That which is not, where can it be? In India or America?
Neither.
Or on this planet? Or in another galaxy, where can it be? It's everywhere. So…
It says that which is not, it cannot be in the galaxy if that's what it cannot be. Or, well, let's see here.
There is a dimensionless existence. So we called it appropriately Shiva, that means that which is not. Today modern scientists are saying that nearly 99% of the cosmos is empty.
Mind you, I've never heard that before. So far, two different people have said that. Sadhguru, now I've heard him say that, and the other one is… can't remember his name. I watched a few of his videos saying… I think he's a astrophysicist? Anyways, I haven't heard… I've only heard it from those two people, which is very fascinating. So far, as I hear more about this, and people continue to confirm this, and that's kind of crazy. I mean, yes, the space is vacuum. It's practically a vacuum. I'm sure there's particles going through it, radiation, like the sun, and all of that. But it's interesting to think that 90% or more of the universe is just nothing. There's a vast a majority of nothing out there.
But not that there is nothing. There is something, but it is not something. Because our idea of something is, we should be able to perceive through five senses. See, right now what you can see and what you cannot see is this. You can see my hand because it is stopping light. Anything that is not stopping light, you don't see, isn't it? Right now there is air here which you're breathing, which is most vital for your existence, but you don't see it. You don't see the air unless you live in Delhi.
Ouch. Oh, but you can feel the air. If you move your hand fast enough, you can feel the air though. So that's part of our senses though, Sadhguru. You can feel the air. Although, you know, you can always feel the air, whether there's oxygen in it or not, it's a different story.
Now, if you look up in the sky, you see the stars. But stars are a small happening. The real thing is the vast emptiness. So this we refer to as Shiva, that which is not. Today modern scientists are saying this vast space has a tremendous amount of energy, but it is not any of the energies that are measurable by us, like electromagnetic waves or weak nuclear energy or strong nuclear energy or electrical systems or microwaves, none of these things. It is none of the measurable energies. But there is no denying it is tremendously powerful. So we said,
So this is…
Shiva means that which is not. And we said it is in the lap of Shiva that creation happens. At the same time, we called Adi Yogi also the Shiva because he perceived that which is not. You are who you are, people call you a director, a film producer, why? Because you perceived something. If you did not perceive that, they would not recognize you as that. So we recognized Adi Yogi as Shiva because he perceived that which is not. Because he perceived that, we called him also Shiva. So we will call the ultimate reality as Shiva, the one who realized that, the Adi Yogi, as Shiva. One who did not realize that but has the possibility, we'll call him Shiva. We'll call the dog also Shiva because he is also made of the same stuff, but he cannot know. But we want him to hear that sound. So every time we call him Shiva, 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 we hope that he will evolve one day.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That was kind of confusing. I mean, I get the fact that Shiva, that is what… that is not. That is… yeah, that is… It's energy, like energy… that is which not. At the same time, we call Adi Yogi also the Shiva because he perceives that is which… that which is not. So the Adi Yogi perceives Shiva because he perceives that is which not. Shiva is that which is not. Adi Yogi perceives that which is not. So Adi Yogi perceives that Shiva. Adi Yogi perceives Shiva. So we said Shiva means that which is not. Okay. At the same time, we call Adi Yogi also the Shiva because he perceives that which is not. So he sees himself, or we all said that in the lap of Shiva that creation happens. So Adi Yogi is Shiva. Adi Yogi perceives Adi Yogi, or Shiva perceives Shiva. People call you director, a film producer. Why? Because you perceived something. If you do not perceive that, they would not recognize you as that. Okay, so just another name. So basically, he is… I forget what his actual name is. Is that Sri Subhash? Sri Subhash Guy? Also known as the director's a title though, or producer's a title, not the actual person. A producer can be… you could be a producer, I could be a producer. So anyone can be a producer, but not everyone is a producer. He himself merely has the title for producer because he is a producer, at least at this section. In another time, in another play or event, he may not be the producer of that event, but it's still he is who he is. So we recognize Adi Yogi as Shiva because he perceives that which is not. We recognize Adi Yogi as Shiva because he perceives Shiva. Because Shiva is that which is not. Oh man, it's a little confusing, but he perceives that. We call him… oh, I'm gonna play this part because let's go back to not measurable energies. There's another… okay, here we go. Let's get this part here.
So we said,
So this is…
Shiva means that which is not, and we said it is in the lap of Shiva that creation happens. At the same time, we called Adi Yogi also the Shiva because He perceived that which is not. You are who you are. People call you a director, a film producer. Why? Because you perceived something. If you did not perceive that, they would not recognize you as that.
Perceived something. What does he mean by perceived something? I think at that particular moment there's a key thing that I'm missing there. Because maybe he saw something in whatever's being produced here, he became a producer of that? He saw something in that and became a producer of that? People call you a director, a film producer. Why? Because you perceived something. You perceived, like, I'm guessing he's a producer in this thing, and he perceived something really good, so he became a film producer or director of it.
Not perceive that, they would not recognize you as that. So we recognized Adiyogi as Shiva because he perceived that which is not. Because he perceived that, we called him also Shiva. So we will call the ultimate reality as Shiva.
Wait. Is it like a loop? Shiva, that which is not. Yogi perceives Shiva because Adiyogi perceives Shiva because Adiyogi perceives that which is not. And if you're an Adiyogi, then you're Shiva. So basically people who could perceive Shiva as Shiva. And a lot of people say Brahman and Shiva are basically the same, and I kind of understand it because it's, in a sense, I think he's saying everything is Shiva practically. I'm wondering if he's also meaning maybe if the Turiya, the void, the nothingness, the blackness, where you completely remove all thought, emotions, and basically you're, in a sense, your five senses, where you completely remove yourself from your body, which becomes this nothingness, which is Shiva, I think. Because if it has substance, then it's not Shiva, because I think it's a little confusing there. So we call the ultimate reality as Shiva, the one who realized that. So we will call the ultimate reality as Shiva, the one, the one who realized this body, this mind, this world, this Maya. So you call someone who's enlightened Shiva, I think, right there, right? We call the ultimate reality as Shiva, the one who realized that.
The one who realized that, the Adiyogi, as Shiva. One who did not realize that but has the possibility, we'll call him Shiva. We'll call the dog also Shiva because he is also made of the same stuff, but he cannot know. But we want him to hear that sound.
Okay, right there it is, right there it is. So we call the ultimate reality as Shiva, the one who realizes that, the Adiyogi as Shiva, one who did not realize that but has the possibility, we call him Shiva. Basically just calling everyone Shiva, whether you realized it or not. Adiyogi is the one who realizes Shiva, while other people who are Shiva may not have realized it, but they still have the possibility of realizing that. And that's why he gave the example of the dog, where we call the dog Shiva because he's made out of the same stuff. Maybe he won't
Shiva,
realize it.
Because he is also made of the same stuff, but he cannot know. But we want him to hear that sound. So every time we call him Shiva, 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 we hope that he will evolve one day.
Okay, I think I get it. I definitely need to hear it more times in different ways from different people. I don't know how many other people are talking about Shiva. And I get where people in the comments are saying that Shiva and Brahman are practically the same. But I'm wondering why is there this separate name, a different name for Brahman, or called Shiva, or Adiyogi, or Atman. Atman and Adiyogi seem similar, and Shiva and Brahman seem similar. questions there. If you want to answer that in the comments below, let me know, because I do practically read all the comments. Every time I get an email, I read it. I just sometimes don't have enough time to reply to it. Most of the time I just give you a thumbs up and a heart, because that means indicating where I last read off and that I read your comment too. But sometimes I don't reply back, just because there's so many comments I have to go through, and I try to at least read them all. Anyways, that's my reaction to Who is Shiva. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.